The Duttons are no strangers to danger, but in 1923 Season 2, Episode 3, the stakes have never been higher. Love, betrayal, and the fight for survival are at the heart of this gripping chapter, as every character finds themselves pushed to their limits. Spencer is inching closer to Montana, but the road home is anything but smooth. Alexandra's journey takes a darker turn as she faces new threats, and Whitfield's evil plans continue to unfold, threatening to destroy everything the Duttons have fought for. Meanwhile, Tiana and Pete's fight for freedom takes an unexpected turn, and Jack and Elizabeth grapple with their own hopes and fears for the future. This episode is packed with tension, emotion, and game-changing moments that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. Let's rewind for a moment. In Episode 1, Spencer proved once again why he's the hero we all root for, saving Luca from his abuser and setting his sights on Montana. Alexandra revealed her pregnancy and boarded a ship to New York, but her journey was far from safe. Back at the ranch, Whitfield's schemes escalated, using land laws to target Zane and Alice in a bid to weaken the Duttons. Tiana and Pete's story continued with the introduction of a new actor for Pete. Honoring the late Cole brings plenty. Episode 2 ramped up the drama with Spencer's ship sighting land, Alexandra's ship caught in a storm, and Whitfield's plans growing more sinister. Now, Episode 3 promises to take the intensity to a whole new level. This episode is all about choices and consequences. Every character is at a crossroads, and the decisions they make will shape the future of the Dutton legacy. Spencer's determination to get home, Alexandra's fight for survival, Whitfield's relentless cruelty, and Tiana's struggle for freedom all converge in a story that is as heartbreaking as it is thrilling. The Duttons have always been a family defined by their resilience, but in Episode 3, they'll be tested like never before. The beauty of 1923 lies in its ability to balance multiple storylines without losing sight of the bigger picture. Each character's journey feels personal and urgent, yet they all tie back to the central theme of family and legacy. Episode 3 is no exception. Whether it's Spencer's race against time, Alexandra's fight for survival, or Whitfield's chilling schemes, every moment feels like a piece of a larger puzzle. And as the pieces fall into place, one thing becomes clear: the Duttons are in for the fight of their lives. Spencer Dutton is a man on a mission, and in this episode, we see him getting closer to Montana, but not without facing new challenges. After the dramatic events on the ship, where he saved Luca from his abuser and fought his way through violent confrontations, Spencer's journey takes him to Texas. The trailer hints at trouble on the train, and it's clear that his path home is anything but easy. He's a man who has seen it all: war, loss, and heartbreak. But this journey might be his toughest yet. The train sequence is a pivotal moment in this episode. Spencer, ever the protector, finds himself in yet another fight, this time against thugs who underestimate him. His warning that he has people waiting for his help is a reminder of why he's so determined to get home. The Duttons are in danger, and Spencer knows he's their best hope. But will he make it in time? The trailer shows him being thrown off the train, raising the stakes even higher. If he doesn't reach Montana soon, Whitfield's plans might succeed, and the Duttons could lose everything. What makes Spencer's journey so compelling is his unwavering sense of duty. He's not just fighting for himself, he's fighting for his family. Every step he takes brings him closer to Kara and Jacob, but it also brings new dangers. The tension is palpable, and fans are left wondering whether Spencer will finally reunite with his family, or if fate has other plans. One thing's for sure: Spencer's arrival in Montana will change everything. Whether he's riding in to save the day or walking into a trap, his presence will shake things up in ways no one can predict. His story is also a reminder of the show's central theme: the cost of survival. He's a man who has lost so much, yet he keeps going, driven by love and loyalty. His journey is a testament to the strength of the human spirit, and it's one of the reasons fans are so invested in his character. As the episode unfolds, we'll see just how far Spencer is willing to go to protect the people he loves. The train confrontation is just one of the many obstacles he faces. From navigating unfamiliar terrain to dealing with the emotional toll of his journey, every moment feels like a battle. But if there's one thing we've learned about Spencer, it's that he never gives up. No matter how dire the situation, he finds a way to keep moving forward, and that's what makes him such a compelling character. As Spencer gets closer to Montana, the anticipation builds. Fans have been waiting for this moment since the beginning of the season, and this episode delivers on that promise. But it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. Every challenge Spencer faces and every decision he makes adds depth to his character and keeps us invested in his story. By the end of this episode, we'll have a clearer picture of what's waiting for him in Montana and whether he's ready to face it. Alexandra's journey in this episode also takes a dramatic and dangerous turn, as her determination to reach Spencer and the Dutton family is put to the ultimate test. Alexandra is tested like never before after revealing her pregnancy and boarding a ship to New York. Her path is fraught with challenges that push her to her limits. The storm that rocked her ship in episode 2 is just the beginning of her troubles. And in episode 3, we see her facing even greater dangers. Her story is one of resilience and courage, but it's also a reminder of the harsh realities of the world she's navigating. The storm sequence is a standout moment in this episode, showcasing Alexandra's strength and vulnerability. As the ship battles the raging waves, she is forced to confront her fears and fight for her survival. The scenes are intense and emotional, with Alexandra's pregnancy adding an extra layer of tension. Fans have theorized that her child could be the next generation of the Dutton family, and this episode only deepens that speculation. But with danger lurking at every turn, it's unclear whether Alexandra will make it to Montana to fulfill that destiny. One of the most gripping moments in episode 3 is Alexandra's encounter with a mysterious kidnapper. The trailer hints at this confrontation, and it's clear that her journey takes a dark turn after she leaves the ship. Whether this man is working for Whitfield or simply an opportunistic criminal, his presence adds a new layer of danger to Alexandra's story. Her fight to escape his clutches is both thrilling and heartbreaking, as we see her pushed to her limits. But if there's one thing we know about Alexandra, it's that she's a fighter. She's come too far to give up now, and her determination to reach Spencer and the Duttons is unwavering. Alexandra's story is also a reflection of the show's broader themes of love and sacrifice. Her journey is driven by her love for Spencer and her desire to protect their unborn child. But it's also a story of sacrifice as she risks everything to be with the man she loves. The emotional weight of her journey is palpable, and fans are left wondering whether she'll make it to Montana, or if her story will end in tragedy. As the episode progresses, we see Alexandra's resilience shine through. Despite the odds stacked against her, she refuses to give up. Her strength and determination are inspiring, making her one of the most compelling characters in the series. But the question remains, will her journey end in triumph or heartbreak? Episode 3 leaves us on the edge of our seats, eagerly anticipating what's next for Alexandra. Donald Whitfield continues to prove why he's one of the most despicable villains in the Yellowstone universe. And in Episode 3, his schemes reach new heights of cruelty. From his manipulation of Zay and Alice's trial to his broader plans for Montana, Whitfield's actions are a constant threat to the Duttons and everything they stand for. His character is a chilling reminder of the greed and corruption that defined the era, and his presence looms large over every storyline in the episode. The trial of Zay and Alice is a central focus of Whitfield's plans in Episode 3. Using miscegenation laws to target the couple, Whitfield aims to weaken the Duttons by tearing apart their allies. The trial is a tense and emotional sequence, with Zay and Alice fighting for their love and future. But Whitfield's influence is everywhere, and it's clear that he'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. The outcome of the trial has far-reaching implications, not just for Zay and Alice, but for the Duttons as well. If Whitfield succeeds, it could be a devastating blow to the family's efforts to protect their land and legacy. But Whitfield's plans don't stop there. The trailer for Season 2 reveals that he has even bigger ambitions, including turning Montana into a playground for the elite. His vision for the state is a stark contrast to the Duttons' way of life, and it's clear that their conflict is about more than just land. It's a battle for the soul of Montana. Whitfield's schemes are calculated and ruthless, making him a formidable opponent for the Duttons. What makes Whitfield such a compelling villain is his complexity. He's not just a one-dimensional bad guy. He's a man with a vision, however twisted it may be. His actions are driven by a desire for power and control, but they also reflect the era's social and economic tensions. As Episode 3 unfolds, more of Whitfield's plans come to light, and it's clear that the Duttons are in for the fight of their lives. Whitfield's presence in the episode is a constant source of tension, and his schemes keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Whether it's his manipulation of the trial or his broader plans for Montana, every move he makes is a threat to the Duttons. But if there's one thing we know about the Duttons, it's that they never back down from a fight. As Whitfield's plans unfold, the stage is set for an epic showdown that will shape the future of the Dutton legacy. Tiana and Pete's story continues to be one of the most emotionally charged and compelling arcs in 1923 Season 2, and Episode 3 takes their journey to new heights. After escaping the horrors of the boarding school and finding solace in each other, their fight for freedom is far from over. The introduction of Jeremy T. Thomas as Pete has been seamless. The transition honoring the legacy of C brings plenty while adding new depth to the character. In this episode, we see Tiana and Pete facing new challenges as they navigate a world determined to keep them apart. One of the most poignant moments in this episode is the hint of a potential wedding ceremony for Tiana and Pete. This scene is a rare moment of hope and joy in their otherwise tumultuous journey, serving as a testament to their resilience and love for each other. However, as the trailer for the next season shows, their happiness is short-lived. Tiana is seen riding a horse in a hurry, suggesting that danger is never far behind. Whether it's Father Renault and Marshall Kent catching up to them, or a new threat emerging, it's clear that Tiana and Pete's fight for freedom is far from over. The tension in their storyline is palpable, serving as a stark reminder of the injustices faced by Indigenous people during this time period. Tiana's strength and determination are inspiring, but they also come at a great cost. Every step she takes toward freedom is met with new obstacles, and it is heartbreaking to see her constantly on the run. Pete, too, is a symbol of resilience, standing by Tiana's side and fighting for their future together. Their love story is a beacon of hope in a world filled with darkness, but it also highlights the sacrifices they have had to make. This episode also delves deeper into the challenges they face as a couple. The man Pete encountered in the previous episode, who initially seemed trustworthy, could turn out to be a threat, adding another layer of tension to their story. Whether he is working for Father Renault or has his own agenda, his presence serves as a reminder that Tiana and Pete can never let their guard down. Their journey is a constant battle, and every moment of peace is hard-earned. As the episode progresses, Tiana and Pete's bond grows stronger, even as the world around them becomes more dangerous. Their love story stands in stark contrast to the greed and cruelty of characters like Whitfield, which is one of the reasons fans are so invested in their journey. However, the question remains, will they ever find true freedom? Or will they be forced to keep running forever? This episode leaves us with more questions than answers, making it clear that their fight is far from over. Jack and Elizabeth's storyline in this episode is a poignant exploration of love, loss, and hope. After the heartbreak of their miscarriage in the previous season, the couple is still grappling with the emotional fallout. However, there are signs that they are beginning to heal. Their journey is a reminder that the Dutton legacy is not just about land and power, but about family and the sacrifices they make for each other. In this episode, we see Jack and Elizabeth navigating their grief while holding on to the hope of starting a family. One of the most touching moments is a scene where they share a quiet moment together, reflecting on their loss and dreams for the future. It is a rare moment of vulnerability for both characters and serves as a testament to the strength of their bond. The trailer for the next season hints at a reason for celebration, leading fans to speculate that Elizabeth might be pregnant again. Whether or not this is true, it is evident that Jack and Elizabeth's story is far from over. Their journey is also tied to the larger Dutton legacy. With Spencer and Alexandra's future uncertain, Jack and Elizabeth's potential to carry on the family line becomes even more important. The show has always been about the survival of the Dutton family, and their story is a key part of that narrative. However, their story is not just about hope. It is also about the challenges they face. The Duttons are under constant threat from Whitfield, and Jack and Elizabeth are no exception. As they work to rebuild their lives, they must also confront the dangers that come with being part of the Dutton family. Whether it is protecting the ranch or standing up to Whitfield's schemes, Jack and Elizabeth are at the forefront of the fight for the Dutton legacy. This episode also explores Jack's growth as a character. Once seen as the young, inexperienced member of the family, he is now stepping into a leadership role, proving that he is ready to carry on the Dutton name. His determination to protect his family and their land is inspiring, serving as a reminder of the sacrifices the Duttons are willing to make for each other. Elizabeth, too, is a source of strength, standing by Jack's side and supporting him through their struggles. As the episode comes to a close, we are left with a sense of hope for Jack and Elizabeth's future. Their journey is far from easy, but it is clear that they are determined to keep fighting. Whether they are celebrating a new addition to the family or standing up to Whitfield, their story is a powerful reminder of what it means to be a Dutton. As this episode comes to an end, one thing is clear: the Duttons are in for the fight of their lives. From Spencer's relentless journey home to Alexandra's perilous path, from Whitfield's wicked schemes to Tiana and Pete's fight for freedom, every storyline is charged with tension, emotion, and high-stakes drama. This episode is a masterclass in storytelling, weaving together multiple narratives while keeping the focus on the central themes of family and legacy. The Duttons have always been defined by their resilience, but in this episode, they are pushed to their limits, and the results are nothing short of breathtaking. Spencer's journey is a highlight of the episode, as we see him inching closer to Montana while facing new challenges at every turn. His determination to protect his family is inspiring, but the obstacles in his path are a constant reminder of how high the stakes are. Alexandra's story is equally gripping, as she fights for survival and the future of her unborn child. Her strength and courage are a testament to the power of love, but the dangers she faces are a stark reminder of the harsh realities of her world. Whitfield's schemes continue to loom large over the Duttons, and his manipulation of Zane and Alice's trial is a chilling reminder of his cruelty. His plans for Montana are a direct threat to the Dutton way of life, making it clear that their conflict is about more than just land. It is a battle for the soul of the state. Meanwhile, Tiana and Pete's fight for freedom serves as a powerful counterpoint to Whitfield's greed, and their love story remains a beacon of hope in a world filled with darkness. Jack and Elizabeth's journey is a poignant exploration of love, loss, and resilience as they work to rebuild their lives and carry on the Dutton legacy. As we look ahead to the next episode, anticipation is palpable. The trailer hints at even more drama, with Spencer's arrival in Montana, Alexandra's continued struggles, and Whitfield's schemes reaching a boiling point. Tiana and Pete's fight for freedom is far from over, and Jack and Elizabeth's journey promises new twists and turns. The Duttons are a family defined by their strength and resilience, but in the next episode, they will be tested like never before. What are your thoughts on this episode? Do you think Spencer will finally make it home, or will fate have other plans? Will Alexandra reach Montana, or will her journey end in tragedy? And what about Whitfield? Will his schemes succeed, or will the Duttons find a way to stop him? Share your theories and predictions in the comments, and don't forget to stay tuned for the next episode, where the drama, tension, and emotion are sure to reach new heights.